Welcome to another it's Wednesday, right? Pretty sure it's Wednesday. Anyway, welcome to another Wednesday night toy talk with me. I don't have Skid Mark this evening. We went live a little late because I was backstage just cracking jokes and talking smack with my guests, and we were having a good time, and I said, "Oh, we gotta go." So anyway, Jimmy Purvis first. Way to go. Good job. Proud of you. Thanks everybody for being here. I see you all in the chat. I was watching you guys all chitty chat with each other before we went live, and that's the rad stuff that I like to see because we're all friends in the dolly space. And I would like to give a heartfelt shout out to Mrs. Scuba Pete. Leslie, you're the best, and thank you for being here. And speaking of which, here's your old man. What's up, dude?
Hey!
Hi.
Got late cracking jokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
it's
shit.
Good thing I looked.
We're live.
Oh, we're going to go. How are you, good sir?
I am doing great. Yep. Been looking forward to this all day. A little fun into hump day.
See, she says hi to me. Yeah. Speaking of wives, you got to see the ma'am.
I did. So good to see her again.
Yeah.
Been too long.
I'm glad that she's home. Yeah. So we
just seen her in fleeting glimpses in the back. Like,
yeah, we all got to hang out backstage for a little bit. I think we're missing somebody.
Yep, we definitely are. Houston.
Oh, hello.
There it is.
I don't always live stream, but when I do.
All right, ready? Do it again. Here we go. Gonna do it again. All right, we're gonna get the whole thing. Mikey, do the whole thing. That's what she said.
Oh, hello. I'm Mikey from JMK Custom Works. Thanks for joining our chat. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it.
What's up, dude? How you been?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Scuba, how we doing?
I am well, sir. Good to see you.
Wonderful. You too.
Mikey, how crushed were you on a scale of 0 to 10 that the selfie series is no more?
Oh, dude. I hadn't drank in a long time, and I was so excited I cracked open a fresh one.
Well, let's have a moment of silence for poor old selfie series.
Hi. Yeah.
Looks like I picked the
Later,
wrong week
babe.
to stop sniffing glue.
This is Kevin. Kevin wants to be like Iron Man. Those commercials were so crap, man.
Oh,
yeah. Snake Eyes is the guy I want to be, the one that's facially disfigured and mute.
You'd be like,
Some Phantom of the Opera stuff.
Nothing out of your face whatsoever. So, Mothership crashed.
Well, that's,
yep.
I mean, it kind of projected that in the cartoon entrance, right?
Yeah.
For a whole season, yeah.
I think that $500 price point was just a little too big a pill to swallow.
Do you think it was just the price, or do you think it was kind of a combination between the cost and Christmas?
Poor timing definitely played a factor, for sure.
They always throw this stuff down like, oh, by the way, screw Christmas. Don't you want this thing? And you're like, I gotta, I don't know, buy presents for my family, friends,
Yeah.
I don't know, groceries.
All of the above.
It's like, where are you in July with this stuff? Like, give me a while to have a go at it. Not, oh, by the way, December. I mean, Hasbro does it too, and you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, we might touch on that too. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll touch on that. But I was on with Toy Habits on Sunday, doing a simulcast stream, which is kind of weird because it was on my channel, but on their channel. And yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was pretty cool. But like I was saying over there, this is like the new modern age digital version of the the Star Wars freaking early bird certificate. with no certificate. All you have is a receipt in your phone, and you're like, "Merry Christmas! Look at this receipt." No, it's
A year from
when
now,
I was a kid,
you may have it.
Go ahead. When I was a kid, all the kids after Christmas just showed each other our IOUs that we got from our parents. We were all really stoked about it.
yeah. They're like, "What'd you get for Christmas?"
Yeah. Look what I'm gonna get.
A post-it
I'm gonna get
note.
this next year. Yeah. Just Jeff says, "But what will be my fancy salad bowl?" I don't know.
Luckily, we know a guy.
Yeah.
I do know a guy.
Somebody cares.
But yeah, timing, price point, features, because it wasn't, I mean, it was kind of clunky.
Bogus unlocks.
Yeah, the unlocks were like, okay, so the parachute packs didn't get unlocked. Now you have those storage compartments for them in the back. What are you going to put in there? Snacks, like nothing.
Chex Mix.
Yeah,
Mmm.
dump it in there.
Ginger snap.
It is the holidays.
Little
Ginger
trail mix.
snaps. Holiday M&Ms.
Yeah, Steven says it looks like it wasn't painted. I'll be honest, I was gonna buy it. I was.
I wanted it to be more. I mean, I love my 3 3/4 inch figures.
Had it been to 1-to-1 scale, I would have considered it, but
1-to-1 scale.
Like Independence Day. Here it comes.
Yeah. First trip, Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Howdy.
David Andrews says too close to Christmas as well. Maybe they will relaunch it. You guys think they'll relaunch it?
Doubtful. I would think they would probably go, okay, well, let's spitball another idea.
Yeah, recycle it later, maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to relaunch it. A lot of the feedback that everyone's kind of hearing is, too close to Christmas, too much, too close to Christmas. I don't know who's friggin' dinging.
Why am I dinging?
I'm not dinging. Nobody cares what I'm doing.
It's me.
Nobody cares what you're doing, Mikey. I care.
There we go. Sorry.
I care very much.
This new computer.
It's all good. If
so
they
fancy.
If they relaunched it in say like February, March, and lowered the price point and maybe did away with $100 flat shipping, which is kind of a racket, I think
micro
we'll get on board.
LEDs.
I don't know. That's going to cut into people's, Joe Fest and DFW money.
Not mine. No, I don't mean it like that, but you project for these things, and I was buying up stuff left and right just before Joe Fest, and the man was like, "You might want to slow down on that. Don't you have to go to
slow your roll?"
It's like, I
don't lay off me. I'm starving here.
Lay off me. I'm starving. Yeah, Robert's Infinite Realm says that was the most expensive frisbee ever.
Terrible.
Look, I know we all have our opinions on it. Should have happened, shouldn't have happened. Salad bowl. This guy wants a salad tossed. We're more than 2 minutes in this,
Ryan.
Is that asking too much, or I don't know?
All I wanted was tossed salad.
You know what they make you do in county?
Yeah, toss
the salad. I was a garden, so.
At least it was something new. I'll give him credit for that. I'll give him credit for that all day.
Yeah.
Maybe the price and the shipping and its reaction quality at HasLab pricing, and it's too close to Christmas, but no one ever made it before. It's not a Sky Striker. So
yeah, at least they took a shot. It was something we've never seen, which is isn't that what HasLab's supposed to be?
yeah, and even like Scott Hughes says, Joe
Those are
headquarters,
dream projects.
which we've seen, unless
That's
it's
right.
the Sunbow headquarters, we have not seen, or the Silent Temple at 250.
That'd be cool, Scott. Yep.
Oh, show. 100%.
Yep. I wouldn't have batted an eye at 250. 250.
Jeff said your fries were done.
Somebody else said it was me ringing the bell for a beer. Ding. Ding.
Don't do that.
Where is she? Ding.
There you go. This is actually kind of smart. They should do these crowdfunding campaigns during tax season.
It's not wrong. Everybody's getting their refunds, and
Yeah, right. Everybody's got that.
Yeah, everybody's Oprah rich at the same time.
right.
Oprah. I was gonna say ghetto rich, but yeah, Oprah rich.
I went the other way.
Yeah, you went the other direction.
You get a refund, and you get a refund.
You get
Everybody
another
gets the
ship.
money they paid back. Not all of it.
Brandon R. The mothership makes me think someone should make a 1/18 scale line of District 9 figures and vehicles.
That'd be pretty sick.
Then you can do like a slum playset. Just bring your own trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the ghetto.
Oh, is this what you were talking about? GeForce Racing's comment?
Yeah. It's up to you.
You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it, would you?
No. No, I would not do that.
KB Jodograss, what's up? Keith says maybe HasLab can move on and do the Joe headquarters either version with some updates like lighting for 300.
Yeah.
Somebody who's
Cool
listening
idea.
in the background is like, what the hell happened to the show? And then they look over and are like,
This HasLab?
Where's
This
the
HasLab?
just?
I don't know, but
That could work.
That is fun to dream. You know, what could be?
okay. So how many HasLabs did they have fund this year? Dragonfly funded this year. The His Tank finally got
Delivered.
delivered. Yeah, they made good on that. They had
Were the Ghostbusters a bust?
Ghostbusters just funded.
What was the Marvel?
Oh, Giant Man.
Oh,
Giant Man. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, is that what you want? You want some of that?
Yes, please.
You want some Giant
More than
Man?
anything in the world, Ron.
And make Papa very happy.
What do you fellas think about a HasLab Terradrome? What do you think it would go for? I guess we're saying 1/18 scale.
All right.
I think they would. I think that would
Afternoon.
probably go about 5.
Sky's the limit.
It really, yeah, depending on how crazy you got. I mean, if you double deckered it like Chatty's in the background there, I mean, it could be really, really cool.
Make it huge.
Huge.
Make it what?
But like a
Make it
huge.
huge.
That's what she said.
Huge. I want to see it from the road in my car. Huge.
I love it.
Like the opening credits, you know, kind of on that mountainscape, and you've got the ring up top. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
why
way it
not?
is, it's not so terrifying. Should be a terrordrome.
It's not so terrifying.
It's kind of small. I don't know about
It's
that.
made in China.
Make them pay for it.
China, they'll pay for it. It'll be huge.
Jeez, Mikey. World Made of Cardboard says, let's
Been
have a moment
practicing.
of silence for the Cobra mothership.
Yep.
That's what she said.
And now the moment of silence is over.
Yeah, now it's over.
Silence broken.
GeForce Racing says, what? Y'all get refunds on the Cobra mothership? Yeah. If you backed it, you
He
get a
was talking
refund.
about taxes.
Oh,
Oh, he said-
taxes?
Tax refunds.
Man, am I already behind? No, I'm not already behind.
Likely.
What's up, Drew? Drew had an awesome day.
You're
That's
well
awesome.
on your way.
Good to see you. Glad to hear you had
Well
an awesome
done.
day.
Hey, Drew.
I don't. Oh, and then Pericles owes everyone punch and pie.
Pericles,
At least you're still here. That's
Honest
cool.
man.
late again.
I want a third party to do Matt Damon's character from Elysium when he has that exoskeleton.
Give me all of the exoskeletons. Live, die, repeat. Elysium, all of them.
Oh yeah,
Give me.
Live, Die, Repeat, which was originally
Would
going to
be
be
cool.
called what? All You Need Is Kill. Am I the only one that knows that?
Well, it sounds like a top 10 hit to me.
All you need
All
is
you need is kill.
So that's all you need.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of like this comment. There are too many crowdfunds going on for big dollar items at the same time. Ghost, Dragonfly, Mothership, etc. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Yeah, piles up, and especially when you collect across multiple lines, you're not just I only buy this.
Yeah, my light's freaking out again.
Yep.
No, whatever. So what else we got? The Mothership crashed. The HISS tanks are starting to get into people's hands.
Thank God before
Pete,
they
did you
launch
get one?
another. I did not. I passed,
Mikey?
but I think it was a great value for what you got.
Negative.
Michael? Hello, Michael.
I did not pick up a HISS tank.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. And
I'm happy for
Hasbro's-
those that did. It's cool.
Hasbro's laying off 1,100 more people.
Not cool.
But if they had all those HasLabs fund, and supposedly all
Gotta
these
keep
lines are
those-
killing it, what's the problem? Where's the problem?
It's those damn emerging brands.
That's weird. I know one brand that's supposed to be an emerging brand that supposedly is doing so great.
What is it?
He just quit.
Sorcery is this? What the French toast? Get your ass back here.
Who you calling cootie clean? You lint liquor.
Lamp liquor.
You lint liquor. Yeah, I know you're what the French toast. Okay, so
You just wanted to change the orientation?
No, it was glitching hard. Like you guys were freezing up, and I'm like, "Oh, it's me."
Had a hard
Spoiler alert.
glitch, did you?
It's you. That was you,
It's not
Pete.
you.
Did you have
It's me.
fun? How was your trip?
Did you
Was
get
your
a
trip
cold
good?
snack?
What?
Good job. I appreciate it. Maybe a cool mountain base with 3 levels of Terradrome on top of it.
Good.
Hell yeah,
Lord.
Is that
Jeff.
kind of what you were getting at?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Give me a mountainous pillar.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be cool.
Excellent.
Mikey, I think this is
Right?
for you.
I'll gladly take the donations. I don't need them, but thank you. Thank you very much. It's a huge, huge, huge appreciation on my part. Thank you.
He's really been practicing.
It's so good.
I had a couple years.
Oh, look, Mikey, here's your dad.
Oh, hello, Pop.
What's up, sir? Good to see you. 800 to $1,000. It's Hasbro. I guess we're talking about the Terradrome.
Terradrome.
All joking aside, they said that they wouldn't. Okay, there's a disclaimer with this, right? They said that
More source
price
material.
ceiling for their HasLabs is 500.
Until it's not.
Who funds
Until
that
it's
many
not.
dreams for $500? Ridiculous.
Black Series figures are $18 until they're not, right? Yeah. Kevin Andrews says, good point on Super 7. At least they gave us a new idea and not the same rehash stuff.
Yep.
I am
trying.
willing to gentleman's bet anyone right now. Super 7 will make the Cobra Aspen. No takers?
I think it'd be an easy one. They should.
They should.
Somebody should.
Well,
Why not?
their whole thing has always been,
Get their Aspen gear.
Ooh. Their whole thing has always
tasty.
been do the deep cut stuff, right? Like do the Joe engineers, do the blind woodsman, do
Mhm.
Raven, do this, do that. Like, I just want to see him do weird stuff. Not like I'm going to buy it all anyway, because I don't really go out and buy O-ring figures unless it's people I know and things like that. This guy's stuff.
Mhm.
But I want to see them do like a big fat Admiral Latimer I want to see that. I want to see. I want to see them do the Cobra Aspid. I think they would be the ones to do it. Now that they got comics included in their contract, which I thought was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's a
It's very
whole
interesting.
world.
That's
A
for you,
whole
Mikey.
new world. Oh, sorry.
A new fantastic point of view. Yeah.
Here's Super 7 with a deep cut.
Climbing the
B-sides
charts.
only, baby.
Yeah. And then Keith says, talk about dreaming after seeing Hawk's classified box artwork. I'm hoping we get a 1/12 scale stun.
Oh,
Doesn't seem out of the question.
yeah.
Weird.
Why not?
Weird. I didn't hear.
Stunning.
I didn't hear. Oh, come on. You're killing it tonight with the dad joke.
No, those were easy.
I haven't heard stun yet.
Yeah.
Right now, we're still in that SMS, MMS, Vamp, Stinger, Vamp Mark II, the Ferret, Tiger Paw. We're in that kind of frame right now. But I could see a stun. Dude, if they're going to do a freaking Snowcat and a Thunder Machine, why wouldn't they do a stun? It
I
would be in
wouldn't
the
be
same
stunned.
price point as those two.
Yep.
Yeah. Jim Largo, what's up, dude? Says you can't be behind if you were never ahead.
Very true.
You just don't want to get caught from behind. That's the real trick.
No, yeah, you definitely don't want to get caught from behind. And then George Aiken says, all you need is kill. Sounds like a Bond movie. Yeah, exactly.
Ba-da-da-da.
Bill says the mothership would have looked awesome with OG 3 3/4 inch figures.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dress it up.
They didn't have enough O-ring figures and all those dios that they were showing. And then you saw like the 5 POA figures sitting in the guns, like, I'm having fun. You know, like,
Yeah, it was like, oh.
Should
just
have hired
Jeff.
somebody to do stop animation with the figures and like redone the intro to the cartoon and really sell it.
Made it huge.
Huge.
What
Huge.
what is going on here? Just Jeff, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. My friend says, enjoy some Slurpees to dump on some nerds at the mall.
Nerds.
Okay, so this also 1817. So this comment's only 7 minutes old. I'm good.
Not far. Not far.
So far, but we're only 24 minutes in, right? Yeah, exactly. See, look, your dad says the original manga is all you need is kill. It was. That's what it was called. All you need is kill.
Well, he would know.
Yeah, like Blade Runner was called "Do Android Dream of Electronic Sheep," right? It wasn't called Blade Runner.
That would have been bad. Doesn't really roll off the tongue now, does it?
I needed more
That
bravado.
would have been.
The drool gets me every
I
freaking.
love the drool. That's why.
Good stuff.
Brandon R says, I guess we're talking about the mothership, right? Compare it to the Millennium Falcon. It worked because we could zoom it around into dogfights and escapes, but the mothership, like, how do you play with it? Look at my mothership. I guess that's what you do. Yeah.
You rub my nose on it.
Yeah. Jimmy Purvis is very happy with the His Tank. Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
It looks fantastic.
Oh,
It's
somebody
really cool.
sent me a freaking couple of pictures of his tank with all 1/18 scale figures like running out
Looks
of
great.
the troop ramp in the back.
Yep. I dig
Little
it.
missed opportunity there.
George Aiken back to go. That's cool, man.
Thanks, George.
Robert's Infinite Realm says, yeah, I agree.
He
Too many
did.
crowd funds, and I'm not backing one. I backed some crowdfund stuff, but technically I didn't back the mothership. I put one in a cart with a 5-pack of those Viper Gunner figures just to see what the total damage would be, and I never took it out of the cart, and I never hit pay. So
You just let it soak in your cart.
yeah, I let it sweat it for a little bit. Like, are you gonna take me home?
Such a
Daddy?
tease.
Super 7 sending him like 13 emails a day. Do you have an item in your cart?
We'll give you more
Proceed to
news.
check out.
We'll give you more news to drop if you just hit purchase on that.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to catch up to the damn chat.
Hey, James.
We can move
Chat will
on.
get there in about 20 minutes, but wanted to welcome you. I mean,
What?
I can't see any of it. I don't have a chat at all.
And then Jim Largo says, I call shenanigans. Surely somebody other than Subpar 7 has an original idea that will connect with Joe fans.
Yes, but none of them are willing to listen to those guys.
I mean, a lot of people have original ideas, and we're seeing a lot of them. We're seeing a lot of them now, right? So a lot of people
You care about the fan base? Gross.
What? What do you mean you care about the fan base? Dude, these Strike Force Alpha figures from Matt are so freaking awesome. And granted, it's
They're
not
sick.
just Matt, right? Scorched Earth, but it's
yeah,
right.
they're still cool.
Yeah,
Jason,
fantastic.
Matt, yeah, fantastic.
And Matt was kind enough to send me a couple in the mail,
Excellent.
which I thought was
What a
pretty neat.
guy. What a guy.
Small guys doing the best work.
Pete, I think this is for you and me.
Oh, yes, I am, George.
Mm-hmm.
Every holiday.
I love George's. And
Santa
and I
George.
kept asking George. I was like, "Well, okay, well, what can I send you? What can I send you?" He's like, "Nothing." And I'm like,
He
"No,
is
don't be
the
like
most
that."
modest man on planet
He
Earth.
is. He truly
you.
is. Yeah.
You really got to dig. You got to think outside of the box for George, as you know, because he's like, I've got 37 of those. I'm good. And you're like,
I don't need your lousy American toy. He doesn't need it. Yeah. This is a good comment. Hasbro and McFarlane, right? So they announced that whole Page Punchers thing, which we knew the Page Puncher Joes were coming. Like I don't see how that was a shock, but I guess a lot of people missed that news a couple months ago. But allowing Todd to make Transformers and Joe Page Pumper.
That's what she said. It is quite interesting, first Super
I quit.
7. You quit.
Leaving.
Super 7, now McFarlane. It's like, is Hasbro just like, here, you do something with it. Here.
Yeah.
It
You get
kinda
a project.
seems-
You get a project.
It kind of seems that's where we're going, right? So we now know the greater details on the Haya deal, right? So Haya can only sell in Asian markets, and some people are like, well, why? That's dumb and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but they corner the Asian markets. So at the same time, it's not bad for them. Which leads to that rumor / news that Hasbro is going to come back with the figure subscription service, which if you look at Hasbro's track record lately, they don't want to take any risks. They just want the rewards. So
Yeah, so they outsource all their
subscription-
projects and fire 1,100 employees. Cool.
Yep.
yeah. And they're not just firing low-level people. Like there was
Cutting
some
to the bone for those
there was
shareholders.
senior vice president guy who was in charge of like international marketing for comics. They canned him. And he had been there like 18 years. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, but it's not like it's my place. But and then Curb Stomp almost choked to death laughing at your Papa Trump there, Mikey.
Don't choke.
Don't do it. Don't choke. Yeah.
Don't.
World Made of Cardboard. Wasn't there plans in the Real American Hero Joe line to make a Cobra Island playset? Yes, there was. Have you guys seen that? The one that opens
No.
up. Yeah, they were making a Cobra Island playset.
But I want one.
If you watch JLS Comics, Jesse has a video about Unproduced Joe stuff, and it's not just like, oh, hey, it's 95 Battle Corps Rangers or anything like that. It's all across a Real
I'm making
American
a note.
Hero. And he shows the designs, the plans of how it was going to happen, talks about what Kirk Bazigian was discussing about how heavy it was going to be and how large it was going to be, and the whole thing kind of opened up. It looked freaking awesome. It looked so awesome. They were also, so they were going to make
volcano in the middle.
and fire in
the
Sharks with freaking laser beams attached
right.
to their freaking heads.
Are they ill-tempered?
Yes, they have ill-tempered
Yes,
sea
they are
bass on Cobra
ill-tempered sea
Island,
bass.
not sharks with lasers. But yeah, they were going to make a Cobra Island playset. They were going to
That was secretly known under the Alan Parsons Project.
Oh, with the balloon.
What the shit is that?
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't even know what happened. You know, they do that again.
I didn't do
Alan
that.
Parsons Project. What happened? I didn't do anything.
Oh, what the hell? Your computer really is a big Alan Parsons Project fan.
99 love balloons.
You need to stop. Stop.
Leslie!
Well, that was cool. If that happens again, I'll
Balloons
be
out of here.
It's like, what the?
Yes. So they were going to make a Cobra Island playset, and they were also trying 2 separate times to redo the USS flag. There's a lot of stuff they tried to do with Joe.
Makes sense. It's such a huge project. I mean, it seems like they could have. Now they'd be, repainted 18 different colors and.
Yeah.
A Cobra flag. Ooh.
Is this what you were talking about?
Oh, we finally got there.
This, James?
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Ratface
Oh, we
44
finally
Reviews.
got
It's
there.
good to see you.
He may not be there now, but no, I'm kidding.
Dragon Reborn's here, says, hello, troops.
What's up, Carol?
Good to see you. And then Jim Largo says, I got 99 problems.
In a mothership. Not
Mothership
now.
ain't one.
Hit it.
Scuba, are you coming over after this to hang out with Jim and Will?
I may pop in for a moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, I get you. Oh yeah, the Palatoy books will be shipping soon. That's right.
Yes, that was in my notes. That was one of the cool things of this year. I mean,
Yes.
one promised by Bob and Brian, and here they come. To the European squad. If you didn't have it autographed, I think those are starting to show up in hand, which is awesome. And you can still get one. So if you love Palatoy, go and grab one. My Palatoy Story by Bob Breakin.
I was
Legend.
cruising through my Kickstarter today, just looking at all sorts of stuff that's finally starting to happen. But sadly, I have to say, Mikey, I don't know if you saw it or if either one of you saw the little meme that I made in my story that Leslie.
I love you.
What
Thank
a
you.
gal.
I love you too. It's cool. It's bromance. 100 people. We got 100 people watching.
Cool hundo.
No, she leaving?
Joy.
Oh, do you want to stick your head in and say hello?
Say hello, do it.
Where? You gotta come around the horn. There she is.
Hi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I miss you. Bye.
Here you,
Chad
Jess,
misses you.
the team.
I miss you too, Chad.
She said, "Miss you too, Chad."
I heard her. What'd you say, Mikey?
Hmm?
What'd you
No,
say?
I said
She's a huge addition to the team.
Whenever you can, man, just fit it in because I'm loving it.
will do.
George, oh God, hold on.
That's what she said.
You got to fit them in when you can.
Yes, you do. George Aiken says, "What about a HasLab Mauler for 1/18 scale? What about it? What do you guys think about this whole thing that vehicles and playsets are coming back in the scale that's supposed to be dead per some people?"
Give me more. Yes. Bring it on. World build.
What do you think?
What we
about
all
that?
used to do back in the day.
Mikey looks like he's going to punch somebody in the mouth. What's going on with that?
That was my listening intently.
Listen. I thought it was his, I don't have a beer. I need a beer.
Yeah, there's no lovely lady to bring me a beer.
Yell for your dad.
It's 3 hours away. That beer's gonna be warm.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Can you message me one?
Well, if we lived in Star Trek time, I just.
Let's HasLab that then.
What do you guys think about this? Hasbro's going to bring back vehicles as well as Super 7's going to bring back vehicles, and all that new stuff that I was talking about. What do you think about a new 1/18 scale whale?
Sounds cool. Probably
You
won't
think,
buy it.
you think it'll happen?
It would be cool. You know, do it
Seems
up a
like
little
an
different.
easy sell. I mean, as many parts to whales as people have lost, how cool would it be to finally have a complete one? It makes a lot of sense.
That's why I've been saying for the longest time, like, why did you HasLab a Sky Striker? Do a freaking whale. So many people have whales with like broken sled doors and broken vanes, and the freaking depth charges won't depth charge anymore. And
Or
Or-
sled
like one
won't
of my
shoot out.
favorites. I definitely do that.
Oh,
Definitely.
it's so great. Or like when I had Kirk Bazigian on, and he was like, "Why would you do an F-14? It's been out of the Navy's inventory for how long? Like, why don't you update it? Do something different.
Move on.
Move on." Yeah, 100%.
Give a new twist to it. But how many people still don't, even at our age and potential money for buying, but how many people don't have a whale, a vintage one, because it ain't cheap?
Yeah.
Unless you're buying just the bare bone, I'm gonna fix it up.
Right. And
So,
that's
yeah,
why I
I
think
think
when
that would be
when
cool.
they said specifically, they being the person who sent me all that crap, the whale and the night raven, I was like, those two make sense. They really make sense because
For sure.
they're larger vehicles, they're very coveted, they're hard to find complete in good condition, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, that's kind of a good move. I actually think that
Get under that vintage aftermarket price point too. I mean, you look at whale and you're like 500. Ow.
Yeah, I'm still trying to complete that freaking Night Striker. I'm just like slowly but surely.
Yeah.
I'll get like one part, and then I'm like, well, that's it for that for 2 months. I mean, they're not cheap. The
Ew.
vanes that I got from freaking Hitchcock at Joe Fest, that was $200 just for stupid round vanes. Anyway, Dan71 is here. Good to see you, Dan. And Rolando is here as well. Hello, good sir. I love that.
Hello.
I love that little avatar. And then Gonzo, what's up, brother? Sends a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. And says, what's up, Chad? Good to see a new video. Good to see you. Thank you for being here and hanging out.
Yes.
Largo says Strike Force Alpha looks rad, waiting for the Atomic Man homage.
Yep,
Get
that's
behind
good. Knob.
Just Jeff says, I hope Hasbro, like Marlboro and McFarlane, reproduce a spider buggy in the 112.
Oh, and a 112, not the little buggy.
Mikey looks mad.
What? No.
Yeah.
Happy as a clam.
Yeah, and then GeForce says Page Pumpers is totally different magazine.
Pump it up.
I mean, it's all whatever you're into, man. It's all relative, right?
It's a
Round,
subscription
you gotta get your
service.
pump on.
Will says Page Pumpers, you heard it here. What's up, brother?
What's up,
Good
Will?
to see you. Yeah, Killamogwai with the awesome Fizzgig picture says, Merry Christmas from Hasbro, you're fired.
What a kick in the nut. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with us all year long.
That's the problem with corporations going to corporate, right? Like you pump out all these pre-orders, you got 2 successful HasLabs, and then you're like, oh yeah, we got to pump up that Q4. Oh, by the way, fire 1,100 people.
Yeah, you know what's easy? We'll let go of all those. Yeah, that's super easy.
Well, you know what? Boost
You can't
quarter
possibly-
1 projections is losing 1,100 people out of your workforce. What a profit.
Yeah. And that's really what it is, right? Because you bring the cost down and then the profits go up. You're like, look, hey, we're doing great. And you just fired 1,100 people. Like,
Oh, also,
hey,
we're increasing
Ebenezer,
prices
thank
for the
you for
toys.
that.
But not even Michael from Retroblasting dropped a video today. It's not even like we're doing great, as he said it, hanging on by your fingernails. And oh, by the way, I still get my $9 million salary, for just barely, head above water. Like, good job.
I understand that businesses have to be in business, right? They got to be solvent. They got to make profits, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, like you have to make products that people want at a price that's affordable and, give people value for their dollars. Does nobody remember fucking Mr. Mom, right? Schooner Tuna, we're going to lower the price. And then Schooner Tuna came out on top because they lowered the, like, watch Mr. Mom, learn a lesson, lower the price of some of your dollies and shit. Maybe fix your distribution. I don't know.
251, 220. You know.
I don't know. But, you know, I've seen a lot of people argue that, well, you know, a lot of this is it's blowback from the COVID thing because everybody blew up during COVID and now they're kind of retracting from it. I don't know if that's bullshit or not, but I will say this is why that whole like Hasbroing, you know, where all you do is make excuses for these corporations that don't, if they don't care about their employees enough to keep them till after Christmas, they don't give a shit what you think at all.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, how inspired are you going to be as somebody who didn't get the axe to be, you know, super creative? And you're like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do? Great. Yep. I'll draw it up. Awesome.
You know, it's like when I talked to Corey at Joe Fest, I was like, you know, I'm not asking you to crap on the company you work for. I'm not that guy, but like how was it? He was like, well, on one hand, it was like, man, I'm working for Hasbro. Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, it was like, I work for Hasbro. I was like, oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I just left it at that, you know, because sometimes you say more by saying less.
Sure.
Mikey, your dad says that he hopes someone does a line of page pumpers.
Sounds like
John, maybe you should get on that. Get on it, right? Just go trademark that shit right now.
I'm sure Raging Spoon would be more than happy to help with that.
Jason's here. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks
What's
for
going
being here. Yeah, and then like George Aiken says, the guy who fired them got a nice fat bonus.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Well, he saved the company. Come on.
Yep. Creatively bankrupt.
Anyway. Sorry, dude. I'm just
Cube's back on top. Back on top.
Oh, you what?
Oh.
Here's a story of a man named Brady who was busy with 3 boys of his own. Anyway. Wasn't it 4 boys? I don't know. No, it was 3.
3.
Right? 3.
I think the first issue of Page Pumpers will be 3.
Probably. Yeah, here you go. Hasbro, a real American heroes destroying families for the holidays.
Mm.
And you know, everyone's second favorite former Hasbro employee, because everyone's first, he's one of our 3 favorite former Hasbro employees. One being Bobby, Mark Weber, and then Rick LaPrade. And Rick has been just burning down social media with like fucking Hasbro. Rah! Yeah, he's been going at it. Pete, George wants to know if those balloons were attached to something under the table.
George, I don't know what the
Not
hell's going on.
anymore.
This computer is way too powerful. It's too
And,
new.
James is still here.
Oh,
He may
good.
not be now though.
Mikey, your father wants a Dino Riders USS flag.
Well, he's not an admiral anymore, so he'll have to reacquire one.
Oh, look, we were just talking about this fine
Hey,
gentleman.
Michael.
Anyone else looking for alternate options for a $500 salad bowl? Super 7 really left me in the trenches. Thanks for being here, Michael.
Would have been nice for the holidays.
It would have, yeah. Like, man, I really needed that because I was going to fill it with like,
A
Yeah,
cornucopia.
in one side you put like the red and green M&Ms, and then the other side you put like little pieces of grandma's fruitcake that nobody wants to eat. You can use it as like, you know, your little Christmas display bowl.
Your holiday cookies.
Steve, I think we lost you again, dude.
He looks excited though.
Rasta Fabian is here with Punch and Pie. Yeah, buddy.
Wunderbar.
So is Mo. Look at this.
These people, they're on it. They care.
Ian Sweeney says Palatoy's Baron Lair would make a nice display item for your red shed.
I ordered one. Yep.
Oof.
Check out Pally Toys.
Yeah.
He's doing some cool stuff, and he's doing all mad scientist, you know.
Well, he did that video forever ago about, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do, and it's kind of based on the, you know, the cardboard cantina playset. And I was like, that is freaking brilliant.
Yeah, that Kenner-esque. You say that, and well, allow me to
Yes.
pull it, you know,
Yeah.
The way he's
There it
doing
is.
that, I mean, it's so good. It is that
Yeah.
Kenner feel. The plates.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
good.
The vacuum, it's done really, really well. But yeah, that Baron set, I'm like, yes, please. I promptly ordered one on
So
Friday.
cool.
Nice. Big Bacon's here.
Big bacon. Big
I like
bacon.
Big bacon.
Just got back from the VFW. Well, I hope you had a good time. And
Hope you're not sober. Who leaves the VFW sober?
Brandon R. Santa Brandon, all the way from Canada, sends a $13.50 super chat. Thank you, my friend. It says, Chad, this is for a contract. If you choose to accept this mission, another $13.50 Canadian will follow. I need you to take out the Prime Minister to the Amazon rainforest and just leave him there.
Just leave them there.
Are you guys
What about just to the Rainforest Cafe and we leave them there? I think that
Are
might
any
be.
of those
we
left?
could probably
Rainforest?
even an old one, a closed one. He doesn't know that they're closed.
He'll never know.
Let's do it. Yeah, and then David says, give me more army building vehicles. Yes.
Sure.
I'm
That's what's
catching up on that.
exciting if you want to buy. You've got the hiss if they're coming out with other, and we know they are other vehicles in that scale.
Yeah.
Build up that, as you say, that's the problem with the larger scale is no world building. So, sorry, what?
And the weird thing is now they're trying to fit that square peg in the round hole. Like, well, it was never meant to be world building. It was just like, oh, look at these are super high-end dollies, just for dolly collecting. And now it's like, whoa, no, wait, now we're going to put out vehicles, but you're going to crowdfund them. I don't get it. Michael says with Hasbro's current track record, they'll announce the whale and it'll end up being an action figure of Brendan Fraser.
I may not be into it. I don't know.
If it's 1/18 scale, I might put him on my Joe shelf.
Yeah.
If it's 1/12 scale, nope. No, thank you. Just Jeff says, I don't have any Joe vehicles. Better fix that shit.
Hmm.
Dude, when you come back to Albuquerque and we go shopping again at Yo Toys, get one. That's all
Yeah.
there to it. Just get one.
We know what to get him for Christmas.
Yeah.
Ram.
A Ram cycle.
Yeah.
David Andrews says, my whale is okay. The bomb disposal works. I tried to fix the landing ramp. Yeah, that ramp.
Yeah, that's a little tricky.
My whale's in perfect condition, except for when I hit the ski sled
Mhm.
launch button, it doesn't do anything. That's it. And I have to take it apart, and I bet you one of those pins just kind of slipped out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll call Michael and I'll be like, can you help me take apart a whale over the phone? I don't know.
You could do it.
Yeah, and then Drew says it'll be a Tiger Force whale. I mean, if you want to wow people, like, oh, look, here's a 1/12 scale Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. So first of all, Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander was a mistake. And now they're just like, oh, but it's such a cool deep cut. It's like, it was a mistake back then. Like, why are you just doing it over and over? Give me the freaking Battle Corps Rangers Sea Wolf killer whale. Give me that. That I will buy because I can
Mhm.
make one, but I'd rather
Buy it, ready to go.
I'd probably rather make it. Honestly. Yeah, I'd probably rather just
Yeah, I
make it.
think so.
Yeah, after your little missile command base. Hell yeah.
Still over there.
In the
I will
distance.
say, did you guys see that post that I put up about imitations, the greatest form of flattery? And it showed the one that the guy was selling on eBay that was based off of my design,
Yep.
which
Did see.
I think it's cool because the whole reason I made the video was like, hey, if you want to do something like this, it's very easy. Just do it. And he did
Yeah.
it. And that's cool. And he was selling like Cobra versions and Joe versions. That guy actually reached out to me on Facebook and he was really cool about it. So
Yeah.
I
That
thought
was a great project. Like, head down to your Walmart, grab this set for pennies
Yeah.
and a few
I, for
odd Joe
one-
pieces.
I'm all for sharing custom ideas and topics.
Speaking of which, dude, I'm trying to get through this chat, but we got like 115 people and it is just freaking blazing through this chat.
It's a great turnout.
Um,
Some might say huge.
It's a huge turnout. Huge, spectacular. It's one of the biggest turnouts I've ever seen on Chad's channel.
Yeah, it's good.
Substantial.
I love it. I just love hanging out with people and talking dollies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zathras 61.
What's up, Zathras?
Hopefully I pronounced that
You did.
properly. Company's sticking it to the workers. Thanks for a good year. By the way, you're fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would give you a production bonus, but no, we don't.
Yeah. And then Rasta Fabian says, you know who's getting a raise at Hasbro? All the execs. It just sucks, man. It totally sucks.
Yep. Failing upwards.
Oh yeah. Let's fail forward all day long. You know, the funny thing is that's how it is in the military too. And I hate it. It didn't used to be that way, but now it's like, yeah, we're just going to fail upwards. Or like we like to call it, fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big fan. Scott Hughes says, I don't think people realize the ultimate importance of brick and mortar retail commerce, right? Until it's completely gone and too late. I'm so tired of hearing the COVID excuse. Yeah, the COVID
Right
excuse.
there with you, Scott.
It's done. And again, the Department of Defense are the worst about COVID. Like all the stuff that they stopped doing because of COVID, they never brought back. Never.
No.
Even stupid stuff like you live on a military installation, you live in military housing. Every 6 months, the base commander and the people in charge of housing, they would have like a town hall, and everyone who lives in housing, you just go to these town halls and say like, hey, you know, we need more of like a military police or security forces presence in the villages because people are speeding there. Like you can't even do that anymore. And they're like, well, you know, COVID.
Yeah. It's the convenient sweep all catch all excuse.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Going into 2024, it's like, shut up.
Well, you know, you got to give Hasbro some slack because distribution problems from COVID. It's like, I guess you weren't collecting toys in 2016, were you? You're new at this. Hi, welcome to it, right? It's
2019,
like
it wasn't stellar.
With the noose on, and he's like, "Are you new here?" First time. World Made of Cardboard says if they lowered prices, I think Hasbro could sell a lot of new 118 scale vehicles and playsets. I agree, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, I just saw the what was it? They announced the deluxe Django Fett TVC figure, $24.99, and I'm like,
he has a flamethrower effect, Pete. Okay, give him some credit. COVID,
yeah,
man.
it's got blast effects.
Bruh.
I'm like, dude,
it's COVID, bruh. And then Big Bacon says, beautiful show. And he time-stamped it 9 minutes ago. I'm on to you.
To be honest.
Everything's better with bacon.
1946. I'm still here again. 8 minutes ago. Thank you. Yeah. See, we're just going to keep doing it. Destro's Desk. What is up, dude? Speaking of Canadians who are cool. Damn it, I'm late. I came with punch and pie. Good evening, fine gentlemen. Good evening.
Can anybody do a Destro voice? Because that would be fun to hear in that.
No.
Destro, you know, like the.
No.
God damn it, I'm late. No, it just sounds like Scotty.
You mean like the original, like Arthur Burkhart, like
Yeah.
Destro?
My
Because
dear
I
Cobra
would love to
Commander,
hear
eh?
that.
Who didn't sound
Yeah.
Scottish at all. Kind of weird. Yeah, kind of weird. They didn't really
Heritage
go
isn't
into his whole.
everything.
What?
Heritage isn't everything.
In my head, I hear Destro like with a Canadian, eh?
Yeah.
Damn it, I'm late. Commander, I'm late. I can only really do Jar Jar Binks.
But it's a great Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's
Is it?
really good.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is. Don't think that
Yeah.
you're gonna like reverse psychology me into doing it. And then David Andrews says, "Well, I got I think 9 Sky Strikers.
Total or HasLabs?
I hope you didn't get 9 HasLab Sky Strikers because out of all of that, you probably got like 4 seats.
Sometimes you run into them in the wild, in the trenches, and the price is right, and you just
Between 9 of them, he might have a complete one.
Well, that's we talk about that all the time. No, I got this one.
Black
and
cards
now-
from one, all the pieces from another,
Yeah.
decals from another. That's a whole. You got a whole Sky Striker.
Yeah. You have 1 complete Sky Striker. Congratulations. Patrick Strauko says the early bird parachutes were insulting to begin with. looking like they would break right away, unlike the durable Marauders ones. Oh man, yep, I saw those.
Marauders cares. Marauders cares.
They make some cool stuff.
I can't get a hold of John to save my freaking life to get him to come on my show, though.
I think he has you blocked.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he heard about you, pal.
Come on, don't be.
He doesn't really talk to people from New Mexico.
I'm gonna kick your ass off the screen again. I'm gonna do it. Raw Talk Real Deal. What's up, buddy? Says instead of making these $500 salad bowls, why don't these companies invest in furniture? Like make a display shelf that doubles as a diorama or a coffee table that doubles as a Cobra mothership.
Hell yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
One of the one of my
had furniture in it, right?
So have you seen the it's been around the internet for a while, but Lego Millennium Falcon, and then you can create the hanger, but it goes in a coffee table. Have you seen that online? Anybody?
No,
I'm just
awesome.
No,
it is freaking cool, and it lights up, so it looks like it has the force field around the portal. It's brilliant.
Cool. That's cool.
But it's all on a coffee table, so it's still functional. Like, yeah, I put my pizza and my beer on there.
I always thought if one day, when I'm old and salty or saltier or whatever,
saltier for sure.
Yeah, my collection goes away. My original 13 Joes are staying, and I think the flag's gonna go in like some weird coffin-sized coffee table, just right in the living room. Those will stay.
Nice,
sure.
You do like a cutout in the floor and then like recess it and then cover that in plexiglass and light it up.
Could.
You just stand there with your coffee enjoying the view.
Why do you always mock how I say that?
You didn't say it. I said it.
Shut up. World Made of Cardboard. Layoffs always happen in November and December. It's just business, right? For starting the year with a lower overhead, but it is just wrong. Damn straight it's wrong.
Yeah, like I said, it really raises up that morale in the workforce right before Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
That sucks. Yeah. Oh, here you go. To each of you, what is your favorite classic Joe?
How classic? OGs?
Flint. He's my fave. Always has been.
That's tough.
Michael.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, hurry up.
I thought you were summoning it. I thought
While
you
we're
were
young.
No, I was waiting for an answer. You're like, oh, it's so tough.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
You're supposed to be the funny and witty guy who does Donald Trump impressions very well. You're not supposed to be the silent guy who's killing my viewership. Low light is my answer. It's always low light, then flash. Always.
Flash is
Thank you.
pretty good.
Yep, Flash is cool.
Those are always my answers. It never changes. Low light, flash. Mikey.
Wetsuit.
Ooh.
Seriously?
I always liked wetsuit. I like the aqua themed guys. That one had a
Yeah, don't knock it,
little more
Chad.
than a swivel
I'm
head.
not knocking it.
No, I saw your face. You knocked it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Ground forces are superior. Blah blah blah.
The answer.
I really don't know. What's tough?
Yeah.
When you got them like all at once, because I'm 33, so I didn't grow up with the good stuff.
Yeah, that's
I got it from my dad, so it was like everything all at once. There was no selecting one off the shelf. It was like going to a thrift store and here's a bag of GI Joes for $3 and there's 12 of them, and you just got to love them all.
That's cool, man. That's real cool. I'm glad you like wetsuit. It's not a breaker.
I saw your face. It said everything.
It did.
Yeah, whatever. James Lucas says the cult of Chad grows stronger every day. Thanks, my friend. It's good to see you here.
The crowd is strong with you.
Man, he freaking hammed it up in that scene.
He sounded like Michael McDonald.
Yeah, he did.
1 year
Well, then
later.
It wasn't even 10 minutes ago, man. 1 year later, this chat is red. Give you some of that. World Made a Cardboard. A company I worked for laid off 90 people, only said they were hiring 60 people, and told everyone who was not laid off that we had 90 days to become profitable or the plant would shut down.
Yikes.
Good way to get people to update their frickin' LinkedIn and shit.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, look at this. Are you really, Brandon? I'm canceling my pre-orders for the latest classified wave. Fuck them. Are you serious? Man, let me know if you're serious, because I know you were like all about that stuff. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. Corporations like a toilet. Biggest shits float to the top.
Yep.
I like that one. That's good.
That's good.
That's
a
really-
baconism.
That's a baconism. That's what you should do, Patrick. Do little videos that are only like 4 minutes long. Call them baconisms. And then you owe Scuba Pete.
No.
Yeah, you owe him for everyone. Oh, and then Mikey, your dad says, I think you'll see a lot of factories laying off in January. It's not a recession, though. No, it's not a recession, right? We're building back better, bigger, whatever it's called.
Check the new definition. That's not what it is.
No. You guys remember in what was it, 95, 96-ish with the whole Clinton Lewinsky? It depends on what your definition of the word is. That's kind of where we're living, right?
Very true.
Yeah, not that we're talking politics or anything, but
No. But I am starting to feel like Monica Lewinsky in this situation, being taken advantage of.
You got something on your shirt right there, Mikey.
If the blue
Don't
dress
worry
fits.
about that.
It's a blue dress.
You keep your cigars to yourself, okay?
Just don't go
Smoke.
under the desk and you're fine.
Smoking a pancake.
Right.
Anywho, bong and a blintz, crepe and a cigar.
Pipe and a crepe.
See, there's no pleasing you. Jimmy Purvis says, Chad, what's the new ETM Marauders Vietnam line? I didn't pre-order. I would like to get some when they come out. Well, once again, they sent out another email update Kickstarter thingamajig, Graham, that says, due to the Chinese New Year, and that's what they said last year, that now we're not going to see the first wave until like March or April.
Thanks a lot, China. Appreciate it.
So I don't, it's supposedly March or April for the first wave, and it's like 5 waves.
Every time I hear that excuse, I'm like, they have it the same time every year. It's not a surprise.
Like last
it's
year,
coming. I get it. Everything shuts down. I get it.
last year that wasn't a big deal, right? Because it was like, oh, okay, it just funded a couple of months ago, not a big deal. But now it's like, fuck, man, like we're pushing 2 years, and those guys know how to they know how to put lines out. Their World War II came out without a hitch, but now it's just, I don't know, it's not looking good, man.
It'll get there.
Zathras. The Chinese know how to party.
They
do. Shut those factories. Go home to your families.
Okay, so here's David's answer. 1 HasLab, 425th, 3 original, and the Jet Fire. Very good.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 12th day of Hasbro, the factory gave me
Fired. Anyway,
that is cool, David.
more unemployed.
Gummy weapons. George Aiken says
No
palatory
severance.
parachutes are still durable to this day, 40 years later.
Yep. They have 2.
They were made with
hanging out.
love.
They were.
Yeah, they were made with love.
And real vinyl.
Destro's Death says, I'm pretty sure the absolute last His Tank Hasbro ships out will be mine. Probably.
But it's gonna ship out.
Just wait till it has to clear Canadian customs. They're going to be like, sorry, eh?
Hey, Hoser, I got your stupid toy.
No, 2 months after that, yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What do you guys think
Canadian.
about that? Jason Fitz says, let's bring back Sergeant Savage and the Marauders, but to scale with 3.75 inch.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Look at this enabling.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Send it.
Give me
Hell
that
yeah.
freaking Iron Anvil tank, but cheaper. Sure, I'll take that.
Yes.
Oh, I don't. Jeff's yelling at you, Pete.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
he's
Good
talking.
Lord.
I think he's talking about the Lego
Canceling.
Millennium Falcon table.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about.
he loves
Was
Lego
that the
too.
one that canceled all his stuff? No, that was a different.
Mm-mm.
No. That was Brandon R.
Oh,
And then Zathras says Ripcord. GeForce Racing
Damn
says Classic Joe Cobra
Ooh,
would
Cobra
be
eel.
why did I not think of Ripcord? It's literally right here.
I don't know. Because your real answer is not the one that you freaking gave us.
Wait, so are you saying, shoot?
Yeah. See, your answer's not really wetsuit. Freaking nerd.
It's a freaking
You're the nerd.
Of course I'm a nerd.
Frickin' nerd.
Just Jeff says shipwreck over all other Joes.
Did I freeze? Somebody said frozen.
Hey, you've been kind of caca the whole time.
Yeah,
It must be
like Italian
funky.
ice over there.
What?
Partially frozen.
partially frozen, yet tasty.
So good. I mean, we love you, but damn,
Internet must be squirrely
brain
tonight.
freeze.
What are you saying about Italians?
I like it the way they make it the ice.
I like it a juice.
I like
Anyway,
it the juice. It's worth it the squeeze.
HGC's here and says, hello, peeps. Late AF, punch pie, and 1/18 scale figures.
Kicked it up a notch.
Rasta Fabian likes Firefly. GeForce Racing is saying Skidmark is currently plotting Chad's demise. Probably.
From a better vantage point.
Rock and Roll is best fire, followed by Cobra Commander, Stalker, Wild Bill, Frostbite. No one's saying Deep
Love it.
Six. No one is saying Deep Six.
I had one. I played with him so much.
The 90s ones I did for sure.
I have several Deep Sixes. Yeah. I like this one. Bear 11 Charlie.
There you go.
My buddy from the Mortar World Mother says,
Face of G.I. Joe.
These are great answers.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answer.
oh, V. Conley, what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
Steel Brigade. Version
Oh,
1 Snake Eyes.
Fancy.
Actually, my friend, they were all commandos. Thank you, except for Ninja Force. That's the only one that said Ninja on the card. Thank you. Actually,
Skid.
Skidmark had to go commando because the Skidmark wasn't just a Skidmark.
I like this one. I'm all about that Footloose and Ripcord Life. 2 of the first Joes. Really cool.
Right on, man.
Why is everyone
Keep
what's
on
the yelling?
keeping on.
Are you trying to tell me I'm only tolerable at smaller doses? No. But maintain low tones. Kick your ass out of here.
It's the unfreezing process.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
having trouble controlling the volume of my voice.
Loud noises. Robert's Infinite Realm says, I'm not canceling my pre-orders because they're from hella dope.
Heyo.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. There's your comment, Pete. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, Masterson 42. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for
Hey.
being here. Air Force, aim high, all that stuff. I will
Good to see
not
you, dude.
pre-order Marauders again. This has been way too long. I kind of have to agree with that. As much as I like John, I like John a lot, but Pete, you're frozen with your friggin' thumb up. Did we lose him? Yep.
Well.
Hey, Mikey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, bud. How we doing? How we doing over there?
I'm good. How are you?
So good. So good.
It's good to see you. I miss you,
You
man.
too, man.
It's good to see you.
It's been
Oh,
like
hey.
6 months.
How about now?
Hey,
What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Pete?
It's like the worst night of internet.
You know, I was gonna have a disclaimer at the beginning of the show. So we're having like this really bad winter storm with like 65-mile-an-hour gusts, and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna hold up, but here we go. You know, just hang on
Mhm.
your bootstraps. Brandon R says, I just canceled almost $1,000 of stuff on pre-order. A few vamps, the latest wave, Mutt Junkyard 60th anniversary, and my other reason, you fired workers right before Christmas. I gotta respect that, dude. I gotta
Principles.
respect that a lot.
Like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, hell yeah, dude. I'm all about that. Kilamagua says,
Gotta have respect.
I'm done with Hasbro. Not going to get any more of my money.
Yep.
It sucks.
I feel you.
It
It
really
does.
sucks, man.
You got to vote with your wallet, man.
David Andrews says, thank you for whoever sang that. It got me laughing my butt off. I think that was
that
you,
was
Pete.
Chad.
It was both of you. Wasn't that both of you?
Oh yeah, when you were doing the 12 Days of Christmas.
It was kind of both.
Oh,
I like this comment. George Aiken says, HasLab his tanks outnumber real Russian tanks.
Fact.
Yeah.
and they can probably still roll on their treads.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
Go Ukraine.
Nerds. Nerds.
What's up, Jim?
Just a thought on crapping on the small guys' time frames. Factories in China don't care about deadlines, and the Vietnam Kickstarter was massive. True. That is true. Is true.
It was a huge project.
It was, God, yeah. I do agree. It's a long time frame, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
We just kept giving them money, and they're just growing it. It's crazy.
Scuba Pete with that dial-up internet.
You've got mail.
So that's my email ringtone. That you've got mail, and then my phone is the dial-up modem. And one day a while ago, my phone was ringing, and my kid looked over at me like,
"The hell is
noise?" And I'm like, "Oh, you don't know the dial-up internet sound? Let me educate you."
Just waiting 10 minutes just for the home page to fully load,
and then the phone rings.
Oof.
Yeah, frozen.
Oof.
Chuckles disguised as Zartan, disguised as Scarlet, a mystery wrapped in an enigma with boob armor.
You had me at
dude
boob armor.
playing the dude disguised as another woman. I don't know what dude he is. I know what dude I am. Yeah. They would never remake that movie ever. They could never.
They
make
don't
that
have
movie
to.
again.
It's freaking perfect.
Oh yeah, it's perfect. And then Mr. Kukovich, John says, so anyone that gets on the list gets pushed back relative to those projects. Yep.
Oh, yeah. He's talking about like call sign Longbow and everything that's waiting on theirs to finish, so theirs can go into production. Yeah, it's a ripple effect for sure. It sucks.
Yeah, it does. Christopher's favorite Joe is Claymore.
Nice.
Dan71 says 85 Snake Eyes, so Night Visor and Spirit. Deep Six version 2 is a legit dude, not Buzz Lightyear. Deep Six version 1.
Suckmaster.
And then Greg says, "What's this? Chad has Scuba Pete."
Yep.
Is that new? Is that new? That's not new.
That's the one they call Scuba
I've been on. I've probably been on too much. Chad's gonna be like, in the new year, I know I'm not having him on for a while.
There is no such
We've had
thing
my
as
fill of you, sir.
too much
That's
Scuba
right.
Pete.
Never.
I think about Scuba Pete every time I look over at my amazing Defiant.
Yeah.
Every time I see an aquarium, he just right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bloop. There it is.
Yeah.
Raw Talk Real Deal. Got to go with Wild Bill and Wild Weasel. My first two Joes. My brother and I started a little late. He-Man was first. Yeah, of course. 81, right? But once we got
Wild
our
and
Joes, it was
crazy
Joe
guys.
forever. Same for me.
That's
Like
great.
I had some He-Man stuff. I remember I had Castle Grayskull, Battle Cat, whatever.
Yep.
But yeah, when Joe came out in 82, I was like, later, man.
And it was in between that drought of Star Wars. I think that's why Jedi figures because mom and dad did here's your box, take your shit.
Yeah.
And there was no Jedi figures in there because I was all G.I. Joe, and even though that movie came out in 83, it was like, yeah, whatever. Look at the articulation on these guys. This is great.
Oh yeah, the articulation totally blows Joe away. But a lot of people have joked about it. Michael pointed it out in his video. I think it was one of his Star Wars follies, where like almost every figure in the Jedi run came with sticks. Right? They look at sticks.
That's a great Star Wars folly if you haven't watched it.
Yeah.
Sticks and clubs and axes and staffs. Lots of staffs.
Brandon R says, "Cheers! I'll catch the rest on replay. Time to trim up the tree with the kiddos." Well, I hope you have a good time, and thanks for hanging out with us, buddy.
Oh yeah, family first.
Yeah, Greg says it's not the grunts that should be laid off; it's upper management.
Yeah, you really want to save some money. Get rid of like 2 of those and keep the 1,000 people.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Those guys
over
will
here,
land
like,
on their feet. These guys just ruined Christmas.
the amount of high-ranking brass that my brigade has, just my brigade, and I'm like, you could get rid of a couple of those, like, and we'd get some good new equipment with that money, but no. Salty Lead Farmer, what's up? Says when HasLab had the Hiss tank at all backers, I had suggested they add a Baroness from the G.I. Joe cartoon, The Game Master. Imagine Baroness in a bikini.
I've done that before, sure.
Imagine Baroness in a bikini.
Not yours.
Yeah, no, not.
No.
Just to be clear.
I mean, I've seen my Baroness in just the armor and the chonies. I've seen that. I've seen that.
Any different ways.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah. Rasta Fabian, Ross and Ollie's will be getting more Hasbro with all these canceled pre-orders. You know, and that brings up a good point. So Hasbro's posting losses, and I talked about this with Kirk Bazzigian. I did a video about it too. I showed all the graphs and charts and all the, stupid business talk stuff. Ollie's stock is going through the roof. Hasbro stock is going down. Doesn't that just say lower your prices?
Yeah, especially right now.
I mean, I don't know if I'm just looking at it wrong, but to me, it says if your prices were lower, people would buy more stuff.
But I mean, if Ollie's is getting, then Hasbro's already made their money. They sold it to a retailer who sold it to Ollie's.
Yeah,
true.
Now, granted, that would also affect whether or not that retailer wanted to order more SKUs from them, but for sure, Hasbro already made their nut, so screw the little guy.
Yeah, they already made their money, but the point is that people will go hunt a Ross or an Ollie's or one of those places
several times,
$5, $10
at better prices. They're going to do that.
Definitely.
Roll Keeper also brings up a good point. Not for nothing, but has there been a toy Kickstarter that wasn't delayed?
Probably some of the early Marauder stuff.
Yeah,
that probably happened fairly quick.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, your background is super clear now, Pete.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Clean the glass in the aquarium. Now we can see him.
Ben Frakes, Refrigerator Perry, really?
Ooh,
fridge.
Interesting pair of picks.
Hot take. I like it.
Black Knight, what is up? Aaron, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, no more shit talking about Hella Dope toys. Okay?
Yeah.
Cut that out.
They're so great.
That was just you,
right?
Chad.
God, the
Hella
best.
Dope?
They're hella dope.
Yeah. You remember that time they gave me a fucking mug?
No.
Yeah, me either.
Too expensive. It's no longer in the budget.
No, yeah.
Instead of
we
the
had
jelly
to lay
of the
off
month
the person
club.
that makes the mugs.
The
Sorry.
gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Yeah.
That's right. It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Hey, if anybody wants a last minute Christmas idea, please remember all these Hasbro pre-orders aren't pre-ordered to production. They are already ordered, the quantity, and it's just changing an order from being sent to you to being sent to the distribution warehouse. Yeah. I have no input on that.
Yeah, here's a hot take. Roll those prices back to 2020 prices.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's right.
I'm waiting for that.
Little Walmart rollback.
World Made of Cardboard has to go.
Rollback.
Gotta go. You guys have a great live stream. You are all fantastic. You're fantastic.
You
Keep
rock.
making those awesome cardboard play sets. Chad, are you trying to say Scuba isn't special and shouldn't be on here? No, I would never say
I think Scuba was saying that more than Chad.
Yeah, exactly.
no.
Nobody else said that.
Robert's Infinite Realms. I bought a bunch of stuff at Ollie's. I had no intention of buying at Ollie's. Just saying.
But it's hard not to when it's $3, $5, $8.
I went into
$9.99.
a
Sergeant Slaughter. I was like, I gotta get one, and then he just became the Punisher. I don't care about Sergeant Slaughter.
What?
Shabby bought like 4
Which
Crimson Guards for
I never even saw.
$9.
I got
Crimson
one.
Guard in a
I got a
fucking store.
couple of Dusties this week. I got a Crimson Guard.
I never saw any of
$6.
them in a Walmart, in a Target, nothing. Never
Nope.
saw any of them. And then people are
neither.
posting pictures of like cases stacked, 9 feet tall of Crimson Guards. And I'm like, that's your friggin' problem. That's your problem right there.
Yeah.
That and then pricing and like their whole deal with brick and mortar is just busted. It's straight busted.
And I had heard that was partially because like that stuff came shipped over on a container and then it sat on the dock. And then
Forever and
the
ever.
retailers were like, look, it's past. We're not going to put it on the shelves. We've got other stuff filling pegs. And then they were like, just sell it to the second chance stores.
COVID, right?
COVID.
COVID.
Which, ugh.
Lower
Which doesn't
prices.
really,
It's an
like my
excuse.
Target, it doesn't make sense because there's always been a shit ton of room for toys on that
Yeah.
boys toy aisle.
That's
I
'cause
mean,
the
yeah.
it's
toy action
It's
aisle is
crazy.
like Michael
empty.
said, it's Soviet grocery store. You're like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just in this disarray, like it's been nuked.
Yeah. It's not space. It's Target shelves. That's the final frontier.
Yeah.
Fill the pegs, baby.
Mikey, this is for you, dude.
Any
Any
new
new
tasty
Oh.
sculpts you can tease us with? I
Hmm.
don't have any tasty sculpts right now. I don't have any sculpts. I haven't done any sculpting lately. Chad's got a little little sculpt. There's no sculpting there. There's some Dremel work, but no additions.
I mean, what are you going to
No,
bring to holiday parties?
It's subtractive, right? Not additive, but subtractive.
Yeah.
Dude, she is
Trimmed her
so
down.
freaking awesome, man.
I'm glad you
Oh,
like
that's
it,
tough.
man.
She's so perfect. So, that is one of my favorites of 2023. Is this custom cadet Deming from my good friend Mike?
Suck it, Hasbro.
Suck it, bitch. Anyway, it's not a show for children, by the way. I'm sure
Hmm.
somebody has this on with their kids.
I would have watched this if I were a kid. Definitely.
You would not? I forget.
I would have. I would have been disappointed there's not more foul language or blood, but I'd be in on it.
Jeff Butler asks, what is your favorite episode of the original Sunbow G.I. Joe cartoon?
Heavy water episode.
Mikey?
I really don't know.
Heavy
On those stuff?
here I come. God, I love that underwater battle.
I really don't
The
know.
tube worms. Yeah. I'm trying to buy you time, Mike.
Thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
I forget the title of the episode, but mine would be that one with Admiral Latimer and the battleship that they were going to decommission, and then he steals it and he goes to work for Cobra, and then they hunt him down, and Hawk's like, come on, Latimer, don't do it. Like, we're going to have to sink you and all this stuff. Like, I really like that episode.
Mhm.
I don't remember the name of it, but it's a good one.
I don't know. I guess
Because
I
it
guess
shows
the-
that like Cobra will just use you and then screw you over, and yeah, I like it. Mikey?
I liked the I think it was part of a series. Again, I didn't get to watch this stuff on Saturday morning, so it's not as clear to me. But the one where they find the dead Joes in the other timeline,
World
they
Without
find
End?
Steeler and that I
Yeah.
love that one because it broke everybody up into these little subgroups,
Uh-huh.
and it really showed like how the team could change and each one still brought something to the table.
Yep.
And since that's how I played with my Joes and little sub teams, I
Yeah.
liked that.
Yeah, Worlds Without End, part 1 and 2. And after that two-parter, you didn't see a lot of those Joes ever again.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I think they deleted a Saw Viper episode.
Yeah. Could you imagine if the Deke cartoon did that? Saw
It's so great.
Viper just mows everybody down.
Smoking his cigarette.
The end. Yeah. Suka said, Chris Cox channel stuffed, the distributors. I'll be surprised if shit doesn't come down on his head.
Channel Stuffed, I think, is the spin-off from Page Pumpers.
That's a private stream channel.
Oh, it's private, all right.
It's behind a paywall.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
All stuffed all the time.
Look at
Single
this.
stuffed, double stuffed, mega stuffed. We got you covered.
Look at this.
Ooh. Awkward.
Ooh.
You
Alright.
got the touch.
You
You got the power.
Yeah. I'll just be stacking cubes of Energon over here.
Figure Fever, what's up, dude? Says Major Blood is my favorite. He deserves as much needed promotion. Major Blood's a freaking awesome character.
He is cool.
Yeah. You always kind of got the short end of the stick with figures, though.
Mm-hmm.
No articulation arm, terrible colors. Ah,
Yeah. Oh shit, we got like a half hour left. Anyway, I can't keep up with the chat. It's killing me. The
This
Trader,
thing's on
Pyramid of
fire.
Darkness. Actually, Pyramid of Darkness wasn't part of the cartoon. It was a miniseries. Thank you.
Actually.
World Without End, Part 1 and 2. The Montana, that's it. Sync to Montana. Thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah.
Worlds Without End. Countdown for Zartan. That's a good one. Yeah.
Ooh.
Dead Joes. There's your subgroup. Boomerang,
Hit
what's
the pile.
up? I used to order 3 of each new release, one to open, one to keep in the box, one just for in case. Now I don't want to get any because these will probably end up at Ollie's or Ross. Yeah, they will. Agreed.
I feel that way with a lot of the kind of mid-wave stuff of Motu Origins. I'm like, oh, I paid like really good money, full price for those, and Ross is like, how about a Sky Sled for $5?
$5. Yeah.
You
And
want a land shark for $5? I mean, it's just
Yeah.
blowing them out.
Greg says, I have the touch of a screaming goat. I do. Operation Dragonfire, is that Deke one? Yes, that is Deke. That's the 5-parter that opens the Deke series. Tim says, oh, shit.
Hey, Tim.
Only half hour left. Have you asked to see some of your guest toys? No, let's go. So, Pete, you have a list of your favorite stuff 2023.
Hit me with the good stuff.
Hit me.
All right. So I already mentioned one of my favorite things is that the Bob Breakin book, My Pal Toy Story, funded, and it's already shipping.
Yep.
I got down Star Wars Celebration in 2023 London that we got to go to.
Yeah.
There's you know what? The more I look at this list, it's a good mix of friends and experiences and toys. You know, it's
Yeah.
good rather than just stuff. It's just stuff. But yeah, Star Wars Celebration, fantastic. Bob Breakin giving us a freaking tour of the Palatoy factory. You know, like
Dude, that's
8
so
of us around there. That was just mind blowing. And he autographed a Z Force headquarters, the helipad that I had just bought hours ago before we met up with him at Lester Vintage Toys. So that's you know, coupling experience with stuff.
And that was cheaper in the UK than if you bought that in the US, yeah?
By leaps and bounds. Yep. Because they were not willing to ship it abroad because it's, you know, together it's that base plate.
But over there, getting the
Over there,
action
it's
stuff,
yeah, it's much
look,
more
hey,
reasonable.
What do you want? Carded
And,
Mutons? Here you go, left and right.
Yeah. And so I muled it back. I had like Luke Reynolds gave me a big, you know, vinyl grocery sack, you know, for going to Aldi's, and he's like, keep it, and I'm like, I'm gonna need it. But as far as crazy items, you know, this has got to be one of the sillier things that I ended up with.
What the hell is that?
That is a really obscure Motu toy. That's He-Man riding a seahorse, and you push it down and it shoots off. Hey, look at that thumbs down thing. That's weird.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
How are you doing this?
I don't.
What are you doing
I
to
don't
my
know.
live stream?
Sorry. And
Oh,
then I'm gonna that. So you know him, European Outback.
Yep.
But
Like
what's
this little jungle kitty.
yes, what's extra special is Chris Smithlord from Northern England gifted me this figure. This is his childhood figure.
Dude, that's cool.
And yeah, he totally surprised me with this. And I had brought him some classifieds that he could not find. And
What a deal.
so
What the
again,
twist?
coupling experience with a cool item, a cool memory. So
Dude, that's super cool.
Very.
Very, very cool. HGC says that looks like something from John Waters' He-Man universe.
right? It's so weird. I mean, I went to the shop in Xenia and the
Where's
guy
Bender?
running it. Route 68, he goes, I got something for you. And I'm like, you know, I like weird shit. And he was
Yeah, I
like,
was gonna say, you're doing a weird shit. Here's some weird shit.
And he's like, check this out. And I'm like, I have to have it. He goes, I knew it.
That's super cool. Mikey,
Awesome.
what do you got, man? You got, and I don't just mean like dollies and stuff, but like what was like some of your favorite stuff of this super toxic year that we had because we're all haters?
One of my favorite experiences I got this year was when we went down to DFW. I spent one of the days. It's awesome comment. I spent one of the days after we'd done some driving. Went to the Texas Gun Experience. That was where I got to shoot the M60 and the G30.
Right? Yeah, you shot all those machines, and you sent me video of like all of that.
Yeah. That was a pretty awesome experience.
Yeah.
Toys. Definitely this guy. Love this figure. This was one of my absolute had to have it things that I went to Joe Fest for. I love
Hell
it.
yeah.
One of the other things, let's see if I can coordinate this.
Ooh. Thanks to you, Mikey.
This-
Oh yeah.
The X-Men.
Ooh.
Love that.
Look at this guy and his different cameras.
Oh,
Fancy.
Thanks to you, Mikey, you hooked me up with the Create a Cobra Crimson Guard Immortal heads from the guys from Raging Spoon, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
you hooked
got
up-
to, while we were down at DFW, I got to talk to Paul, and he was like, "Yeah, I've got some. I can send him some."
Nice.
Since I walked into my fake backdrop because I don't collect anything. Boom. Thanks to you, brother.
Very nice.
Wicked.
Dread Trooper
Very
with the Create a Cobra head. So good,
Like a
man.
lot.
Huge fan.
Very cool.
What else, Mikey? What else did you appreciate about your year?
Well, this year was the first year I actually started doing commissions, so that was pretty awesome. That's been really cool. Definitely Dread Troopers. The shiz, the best.
I'm always wearing friggin' pants. But yes, I'm
Allegedly.
wearing pants. Black jeans with a studded belt, but thank you. Chad
So
walked through the green
crop.
screen. I did. Sorry, Mikey, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, you're talking about being all punk rock with your checkered Vans and your studded belt.
Did you see my checkered Vans? Oh yeah, I walked that.
Yeah.
far away.
I saw them. I know what you're wearing.
Woo!
Oh, howdy.
That's what I always wear. These are the same.
you were surprised I knew.
Wearing this summer when we were all hanging out.
Standard
I don't
outfit.
punk rock
Standard
shuffle.
Chad
He
outfit.
throws on the Hawaiian shirt and the checkered Vans.
Yep.
Is that your Chuckles outfit? Oh,
Hey, everybody knew Friday night was Hawaiian shirt night.
I had to hear that the whole week, and I'm like, dude, this is just what I wear. Like,
Yeah.
Mython the Python, what's up, dude? Says, sorry I'm late. What's up? Hope everyone is doing well. We're doing well. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Mikey? What else?
That's those are my highlights. Did some more drawing this year. Kind of been not doing that so much. Got to do some of that.
Is it creative juices?
Hey, there's some doodles.
The ma'am today. No, yesterday. So I'll get into why. But the ma'am was in here with me yesterday, and she hadn't seen these in person.
Oh,
And dude, this freaking one that you did of her, she loves it. Loves it.
nice.
So for anyone who hasn't seen it, Mikey drew the ma'am in her gender bending female hooded Cobra commander.
Ah, that's cool.
Dude, it's so rad. And like
You
just
can get
this,
little
the fact that you
frames.
made low light for me, because
Yeah.
low light's my favorite
He's your guy.
show.
He's your guy.
This is the kind of stuff that made my year. Not to sound sappy or anything. but like,
Aww.
yeah, man, like stuff like this. You know,
Amazing,
I always,
one of the kind.
I always feel weird getting stuff for free. You know, people kind of do, but not the drawings. That's like a personal, friend to friend thing. But again, friend, Matt LaCroix sent me a couple of Strike Force Alphas just because he wanted to, which I thought was super rad.
Mhm.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. This year at Joe Fest was really, it was awesome, but it was bittersweet because I didn't have the ma'am with me, and you guys all knew, like not having the ma'am with me was a little weird. But
Yep.
at the same time, every time I walk by the poster from the Finest, every year us and the Finest, we do a new poster, and I have everyone's signatures on it, both of you freaking knuckleheads and everybody else. Every time I walk by my game room, it's right in the door of my game room. I have to stop and look at it every time I do. And like Joe Fest for me this year was it was amazing. I think it was the best year yet. Too bad next year's gonna suck ass. But I'm not going. I'm not going next year. I made the decision. I talked with the ma'am. We agreed we're going to go to DFW instead.
You are coming to DFW?
Yeah.
No
so
way.
even though it's the same weekend, well,
way
mostly
cheaper.
because it's the same.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we go from Albuquerque all the way to Georgia, and now I don't have to go. The 25 hours,
driving
12 hours to Dallas, but Kirk Bazigian, Ron Rudat, Daryl DePriest. I'm going to DFW.
Cool.
Yeah,
But
it's
The
amping up
real,
for sure.
the real factor was I asked my wife, "What do you want to do?" And I gave her the two options.
call.
Let's just go to Dallas. So
Hmm.
leave it up to the man. Roll keeper. We are all just happy that Chad's wearing pants. Yes, I'm wearing pants. I got some really good finds this year, and I probably couldn't name them all.
I got
Hey,
the,
Pete,
you got the
you
Night
showed
Striker.
me something that you picked up this year. I picked up one too. What'd you get? You showed it to me backstage. It's a plane.
What is it?
Let me see that bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
buddy.
Sergeant Savage.
So
Yep.
good.
From Second Chance Toys.
Yep.
Mm.
That was one of my
Oh, cool.
Very
really big scores this year. To get a complete A-Team Interceptor bomber with the box, right? And Pete, yours is on the way to you, dude.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
But just that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
I got some really good scores. I working on some good restorations. People can shit on Spy Troops all they want, but this is back when toys, when they had playability, when they were toyetic. God forbid you make the rotors turn with a trigger, right?
And sound effects.
And sound effects. This thing is just freaking. I love vehicles like this. It holds 7 figures inside the fuselage of the vehicle.
Yep.
And I got it for next to nothing because it's Spy Troops. It sucks. Bullshit.
Like,
And working that propeller gets you good finger strength too.
that's right.
Take my strong hand.
That's a skill we'll use later in life, kids.
Your claw.
When Carrie Ells does it, watch out! It's the claw. Ah. He's very Magoo. I did get this, and I happened across this sealed.
Cool.
So yeah, the old school keychain action pilot.
Nice.
I got some good scores, but really,
This guy?
yeah, that guy right there. Very
Gaz
cool.
gave me the diver keychain
Yeah,
The Holy
custom.
Diver.
at Joe Fest.
Weird.
Holy
What?
diver.
But I honestly have to say it's stuff like this, right? Meeting Chad and Scuba at Joe Fest is definitely on our 2023 highlight list. Same here.
Yep, right back at you.
Blue
I did
Serendipity.
not meet Scuba. That's
V.
unfortunate
Conley,
on my
like-
part.
Everybody we met and hung out with, and I remember every single person that I talked to, even for like 2 seconds at Joe Fest. I was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Thanks. I really appreciate it. Sign my poster." And everybody's like, "You want me to sign your poster?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, sign my poster."
Like Adam with his Sky Striker.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, that was cool. HGC says Chuckles couldn't pull off Vance, but I can. That's right. Crusty Old Crow, what's up, dude? Good to see. Have you
Going
guys
on?
seen his YouTube channel?
I have not.
No.
But
Check it out. It's Crusty Old Crow. Go
Looking
find
into
it. It's funny. It's good stuff. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
I have show notes.
Yeah.
Got it.
How official.
Suka says, "Whoa, hold up. When is DFW? The same weekend as Joe Fest, which is why it's either one or the other." And
Yeah, because they went
Unless
later
you're willing
in
to really
June, right?
drive.
and
I'm
I
doing
don't
Joe-
really want to get into the weeds about the drama, right? But as soon as
I'm doing Joe Fest because there's quite a few of the Brits coming over.
Yeah.
And again, hanging out, doing that's the experience of it.
and there's
And it's closer for us,
sure,
Oh yeah.
I
Us
get
too.
where you got to drive from. Yeah, because everybody, if you don't know, Chad does not fly; he drives.
yeah.
Can't
Oh
take
yeah,
generals on airplanes.
I'm a
Lesson
road
learned.
tripper. I do not fly.
Mhm.
The ma'am said though, once I'm retired, she's gonna throw a
Tranquilize
couple
you.
of gummies in my mouth and just
Yeah.
let me sleep and make sure I don't choke on my tongue.
You
if
put
you
you
know
out
what
like
I'm talking
Mr.
about.
T.
She's gonna do the Dr. McCoy hypo spray and.
You know how many diseases there are in space? I did
Chad,
get
does
my
this rag
first,
smell like chloroform?
yeah. I did get my first septic tank this year. I actually got two,
Hey, you got your first and second.
first and second. But that's how it always goes with me. Like, oh, I don't have a general. Now I have two. Oh, I don't have an armor bot. Now I've got two. And yeah, now I got two of those.
Well, you tell the world, and the world solves your problems. Let there be fans.
Friends help solve your problem. Friends.
I pay for 99% of this stuff. So
No, you pay for all of it in one way or another.
don't tell anybody. So yeah, I am. Mikey, are you and your dad going to DFW?
Yeah.
You're not doing Joe Fest. You're doing DFW.
No, Troy and his wife are going to do
Gotcha.
Joe Fest, and we're going to split our efforts and go there.
Oh,
There you go.
well,
Yeah.
I'll make sure that I'm there. Yeah, we're gonna go to DFW.
He's
Anthony
doing the
Whitehead,
sexy glass thing.
what's up, dude? Anthony Whitehead. We're about to call it here in a couple minutes.
Hey, Anthony.
I have to say
Good
that
to see it.
the whole situation with Joe Fest this year just sucks. It sucks all around because I'm sorry, next year. I keep thinking it's later than it is.
2024.
Yeah, with Joe Fest 24 is that I want to go. I want to see everybody. I want to hang out with everybody. I want it to be like it was this year. And granted, it's not always going to be the same because those of us who have been over and over know that like this year had like a totally different energy than say last year or the year before. It was just one of those like,
Yeah.
Yep.
It was something to be topped. But the shit went down and it was unfortunate that it went down. And then because Ed from Joe Fest was unwilling to do anything in his inaction, it caused some stuff, and it sucks. But yeah, I'm gonna go to DFW. So, Blue Serendipity says the bromance.
Romance.
Mm.
It's just how it is.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Now my internet's stable. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
My mic's
I think
like
we're gonna.
spinning around.
There's gonna be some karaoke in DFW. I can feel it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to get up and do whatever that Def Leppard song was that like 12-year-old girl sang at
Oh, she
Joe Fest,
killed
and it
it.
was like, yeah, pour some sugar on me.
She killed it.
Oh.
You guys left, and my dad broke the karaoke machine. It just died, so I didn't even
Really?
get to do
Oh,
my.
no.
He got up there and he was doing 8-second ride, and about a minute into it, yeah.
Hey, does everyone's like button make any kind of noise? Just checking. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Mine kind of makes a oh
Does it? You press the like button, it goes, oh yeah, oh yeah. Terrible, man. We're supposed to be talking toys. It's Chad
yeah.
karaoke hour.
Amateur nerds.
I will say it here, and I'll say you heard it here first. I won that friggin' Rookie of the Year award.
Of course you did.
I did.
What'd you have to do?
Nothing. I crushed that shit. Crushed it.
Mm.
So that was kind of cool. You know, I got the email like, "Hey, do you want to make an acceptance video for your award?" And I'm like, "What award?" And he's like, "Come on, man, Rookie of the Year. You won that shit." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
Thank you."
Kudos.
I knew I was going to win.
Obviously.
Yes, there are videos of her. I think a short
Crushed it.
of me and Gaz and Hans Chow and like Kelly Slaughter and a bunch of other people all singing with her.
I think the messed up part is that the adults were so into the child screaming about a song that is definitely not something she should have been singing about, but she fucking killed it.
But when she started it, everyone was like, that weird, awkward, like turn and stare at each other, like,
Yeah.
Is a child really gonna sing this song? Because
Is
this
this happening?
Step aside, walk this way. You and me,
What?
babe.
Hey.
Yeah, it was great. She did so well.
yeah. Jeff Butler says, I met John Kukovic at DFW this year. He was so kind and terrific to talk to. Got me even more excited for Call Sign Longbow 2. Definitely going to plan to go in 24 and hope to meet you. I'll be there, dude. I will freaking be there with the ma'am, with bells on, in our
In a
car.
Hawaiian shirt with checkered
Vans.
He'll be there.
I'll be there.
In a checkered van down by the river.
Eating a steady diet of government cheese.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're
Matt,
so bad.
what
We
you
are.
do, dude?
we're
Get back
freaking
on the right track.
And then John says, thank you, Jeff Butler. It was a pleasure meeting you guys that couldn't do Joe Fest. I'll tell you, Mikey, when you, me, and your dad, when we were all just hanging out outside, just talking about like toys and Longbow and this and that and future plans for Longbow and just talking about toys that was a great conversation. That was a good time.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, dude. That trip is, I mean, the buying stuff is great, but
It's
hanging out with
become
people that you-
secondary.
that's where you get to see people, man.
And that's what Joe Fest was this year. Like everybody, Ryan was there, Michael was there, Tony was there, Ninja was there, you guys were there, freaking Gaz was there, Hans Chow was there, Zazel was there, Adam came down from Canada, on and on and on and on, and just people.
Yep.
And then this year, or did it again. Next year at Joe Fest, Cobra Convergence, like we all do the Cobra Convergence stuff with Hooded Cobra Commander every year. Cobra Convergence is going to have a freaking booth,
That's cool.
but I'm not going to be there. So, whatever. Matthew Matson says DFW is a great show. HCC 788, Ron Rudat, Longbow. It was a great show this year. I'll be there next year. I just want to get up in Daryl Dupriest's ear for sure. And, finally get to shake Kirk's hand in person. I'm looking forward to that.
That'd be cool.
I did really enjoy sitting with Larry Hama this year. I will say that.
Mhm.
And I met him before, but this year he seemed so much just like more in his element. He didn't seem like he was being punished. If you've ever met like Larry Hama before, when he's not like on his A game, it almost feels like he's coming at you like he's being punished. But this year he was totally cool. Totally cool.
I would say he was quite jovial.
Yes. And this is the first time, even though I've met him numerous times before, but this is the first time he coined me. Because, he coined
Nice.
service members. That was the first time he
Cool.
coined me, which I thought was cool.
That's very cool.
Mikey, we got to find karaoke.
We'll find it.
You know what? And
We'll
I
find
will give it to James Hitchcock. Freaking shout out to Black Glove Mafia, because that karaoke was all him. We wouldn't have had karaoke at Joe Fest if it weren't for James Hitchcock being like, hey, like you should let me do a karaoke night. And he freaking killed it, man.
Yep.
It was
Good
awesome.
time.
Figure Fever loves the 90s Saturday Night Live references, because that's when Saturday Night Live was the freaking best. Norm McDonald. It's bigger than a normal hat. Yeah, that's not my name. I hope to meet the ma'am at some point. Blue Serendipity, the ma'am will be at DFW Joe Show with me.
Whoop whoop.
She was here earlier, but she took off because she's like that.
She is elusive.
Media Clash says there ain't nothing wrong with the Hawaiian shirts.
Right?
Absolutely. I
Mm.
like to wear them. They're comfy.
There
I
ain't
even have
nothing
I even
wrong.
have Christmas ones.
Larry at JoeCon 2014 was amazing. I will take your word for that, my friend.
I got to meet Ron Rudat and his lovely wife for the first time this year at the Kentuckiana Joe show, and they were it was awesome. It was like 45, 50 minutes because they weren't busy, and just we were just talking away. Good time.
At Joe Fest 22, they were there, and the ma'am and I were just talking to them, and I was telling them, like I've told Kirk and Larry and everybody else who listens, how G.I. Joe shaped my whole life. It's what made me go to military school, join the Army. It's all I've done for a career, all thanks to G.I. Joe. And so, telling that to Ron Rudat and his wife, and they were like, oh yeah, talking to me about the Army. And I'm like, well, my wife's in the Army too. And Ron Rudat kind of looks over and he's like, oh, what do you do? And she's like, I'm in the infantry. And they were like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm an infantry officer. And Ron's wife was like, you're in the infantry. And she's like, yeah, I'm one of only like 26 female qualified infantry officers in the U.S. Army. And then we started talking about how, like, oh yeah, because Scarlett went to Ranger School on her card when they wrote it, way back in the day, and how they thought it was like so awesome and future forward. And I'm like, my wife went to Ranger School. Like, you're literally looking at the 2022 equivalent of fucking Scarlett in my wife, and they just thought that was so cool. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty rad. So
It is cool.
Karaoke night on It's Chad. Yeah, we should do it. We probably should. But that being said, speaking of probably we should probably get out of here because got to slide on over to hang out with Wilhelm and Jim Largo, and I
to the layer.
So, Mr. Madgus sliding in to say hi to all distinguished guests, and you too, Chad. Thank you very much. Good to see you. What is DFW? Where is it held? DFW is Dallas-Fort Worth. So it's in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. It's on the same weekend as Joe Fest. So you can just Google it. So, yeah. Grusty Old Crow. Chad, I'd love to hear you talk about the Army and more about how you apply it to Joe. I was doing a show with our good friend Jeremy Jernigan, who's also a combat arms guy who's currently serving like me. And we were doing a show called Joe's Talking Joe. But now he's deploying. So
yeah, it's like
that show
he's got to go for a while.
But yeah, dude, stick around. I always talk about G.I. Joe and the Army and stuff like that.
Go back and watch some of those episodes. They're good.
They are good.
Well, gentlemen, I'm sorry we had to hurry through this, but we should definitely all hang out again. Pete, you got any closing thoughts?
No, I'm looking forward to kind of just cruising into to the year end. Might do a couple little videos here and there, but nothing with any great haste. Yeah,
I was gonna do a video about Hasbro laying off the people and the mothership and all that stuff, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I gotta work on the next part of my Joe Room tour.
Yeah,
I gotta work on that.
Yep.
Mikey, what about you, good sir? What do you got coming up?
Here in the next week, I'll be releasing another video on the custom stuff. So I've done the video for my Lieutenant Falcon classified that I did for Dad and had it the assembly required this year.
Yeah.
So I've got a video on the paint for that.
You won an award for that, right?
I did. I got most technical for it.
Nice.
You got some other stuff coming up too that you can't really get into yet, huh?
Yeah, I've got some Paint Master stuff that I've got in the pipe. So
irons in the fire.
Indeed.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So then I'll have a bunch of figures that I bought from Big Bad Toy Store that Matt did, and then I'll have some that you did. I already have some figures that both of you did, but I love them. I love them all. So
you do.
Awesome. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for hanging out with me. As always, you guys are the best. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for hanging out with us because it wouldn't be fun with everybody in the chat, and you guys are zooming. You guys are the best.
The bee's knees.
Yeah. So if you guys can, if you're hanging out with us here, please head on over to it's on Will's channel, right? Wilhelm Toy and Hobby. Yeah.
Is that where this time it is?
It might be on Will and Jim simultaneously. Go find it. and let's go hang
Check
out.
it out.
Yep.
Anyway,
Wilhelm Toys, Jim Largo.
let's go do it. And
Bye.